That's social media. This isn't real. Because here's what's real. I will you up. That's real. I'm not asking for this. I don't want to him up. I'm not trying to him up. End of the day, if he walked in right now, I said, Chin, Case, can you guys leave? Only one of us is going to walk out unscathed, and it's me. Every day of the week, 365 days a year, I will snap his neck. I know. What's his area code? 209? I know, 209. I get all that. Very cool. None of that is real. Oh, but he did great against Donald Cerrone. Did you see him? Leon Edwards. Dude, he's had some great fights. Tough dude. I don't give a I'm 245 pounds, trained black belt, top 10 UFC heavyweight in the world at one point. I'm not out of shape. I'm a fucking beast when it comes down to, I know, I tell jokes, I do crazy shit, I made some mistakes. Oh, he got knocked out by Nogueira. Oh, he's into trucks. I get all that. Firing the kids, silly dude. I get all that. At the end of the day, the way this works, I'm not a civilian like the rest of his goons around him. I'm not this fake gangster. I don't go looking for fights. I know I'm tough. I don't have to get on Twitter and blast it out and prove it every day because I'm insecure because whatever he has going on with his childhood trauma. I don't have to do that. At the end of the day, I will twist your neck off. Ask your boys. There's many of guys that you with, that I've rolled with. Ask them how it went. Go ahead and ask them. Very close guys to you. Ask them how it went, bud. That's real. This isn't real. And the difference between you and I, Nate, a million fucking things, don't get me started. But the difference between you and I, if you start crying because your brother who has CT, the difference between you and I is if your brother, and Shane's a brother to me, if your actual brother came out and started getting emotional, or if you started coming out getting emotional about your brother's issues with CT and fighting and all, because we know he has his issues, I would support you, even though you've been a me the entire time. That's what I do. That's what men do, bud. I wouldn't bash you. And this whole narrative, your entire narrative, oh man, bud, you've been paid more than 99% of the fighters. Cut the bullshit. You're no different than Kobe Compton, this mag. It's all fake, bud. You're not fooling anybody. I've seen how the sausage is made. You're not tough to me. I know tough guys. Tough guys don't get on the internet and tweet at another grown man who beat the out of them when they're crying or they're getting emotional because their friend of 20 years is having major issues, suicidal thoughts. That's the difference between you and I. I'm not some moron who buys into your tough guy narrative, bud. I don't give a you're from Sacramento. That's your biggest thing? That's it? That's the narrative? I know tough guys from Sacramento. What are you going to do, Nate? What are you going to do? Volume punch me, mother? That's what you're going to do? What are you going to do? Out-grapple me? In what sense? What world are you living in? This is the real world. Now, if you're doing this because you fancy yourself a fisticuffs, if you fancy yourself, you want to actually grapple me, I'm not hard to get a hold of. Pull the up. And you can show up with all your boys, do all that stuff. But what a real man will do is pull up one-on-one. I don't have a posse. I don't need one, bud. I'll drop my kid off at practice, roll over, twist your neck off, and then pick him up just in time unscathed with a Diet Coke. And that's how this goes for the rest of life, bud. Whenever I want. I didn't ask for this. I don't want to do this. This isn't what I do. I don't like drama. I didn't ask for this. Again, and if you came out, I would support you, Nate. I support fighters. Name one fighter that I've kind of pushed down. Name one, ever. In the history of doing this for over 10 years, I only champion people. That's what men do.